Assalamu alaikum everybody, this is your Arabic teacher Sam and a very warm welcome back to the YouTube channel once again. Another phrase of the day. So once again we're going to thank our brother Hamza from Taqweem Institute again for this really nice phrase. I wrote it down a little while ago and I just thought there was some nice kind of modern vocabulary in there for you guys. So what on earth is the phrase? So we have it right here. So أرسل لي رابط ذلك الموقع. أرسل لي رابط ذلك الموقع. Really nice. So, what is the first word? So, أرسل. Yeah, I really like this verb because I really like form 4 verbs generally. I'll talk you through why. So, أرسل it's a command. It's a فعل أمر. It's an imperative, and it means to send, like send something. And I like form 4 verbs because whenever we take a normal kind of form 1 verb and we put it in the form 4, it means to kind of make someone else or something else do that thing, right? So if we take an example like the verb نزل. نزل means to come down, right? Like if you say the command to someone inzil, it means come down. Like if a sibling calls up the stairs or whatever to their sibling or whatever, inzil, ya Muhammad inzil, like Muhammad come downstairs or whatever. But the verb anzala means to send something else down. You know, so if you were to say like anzil, if we say ya Muhammad anzil, if you said like, yeah, Muhammad send it down, he might like chuck something down the stairs to you or something, right? So with like the normal root of the verb rasala would mean like to be sent, right? But arsala means to send something else, right? So what is this phrase saying? It's saying arsil li, send to me something. So that's how you'd say it to a man, right? Arsil. Whenever you have a fi'al amr, there are only kind of 3 endings, right, that you need to know about after that. So when you say imperatives, right, you're only really saying them to another person. You're saying them in the second person, right? And we don't have many second persons, right? I'll tell you about the singulars and the plurals actually in this video. So if you're just saying it to one man, right, you just say arsil. If you're saying it to one woman, arsili. You just add this e on the end, and that's how you say it to a woman. But if you're saying it to a group of men, you'd say arsilu. Arsilu with an alif on the end, by the way. And if it was a group of women, arsilna. You just add a noon with a fatha on the end, arsilna. And that's how you'd say it to a group of women. So, send to me, arsil li, send to me. Send me what? Rabita. So a rabit is a link for something. Literally there's a verb, rabata, which means to kind of tie something. But yeah, rabit is a link for something. A link for what? ذلك الموقع. So this is, why is it rabita? Usually if you don't have L on the beginning of a word, you'd expect it to be rabitan, send me a link, yeah? أرسل لي رابطا. It would be like send me a link, right? But this is a mudaf, right? We've got an idafa construction here. We're saying send me the link of something, right? Of what? ذلك الموقع. Of that, الموقع is a word for a site, right? It can mean like a position or whatever, something as well, but in this case, it means a website, right? So send me the link to that website. It's nice, isn't it? Hamza does a good job over at Taqweem Institute to broaden students' vocab and incorporate kind of modern and more useful and more applicable phrases and stuff. So that's really nice, right? So something else really nice as well, another kind of wisdom we get from this, another kind of insight is that we shouldn't forget that in a mudaf ilay, we can use a demonstrative pronoun, right? You can say هذا or ذلك or whatever, right? So you can say the link of that website. Quite often students in their writing especially might just fall into just saying رابط الموقع, رابط الموقع, right? The link of the website, right? But you can say رابط ذلك الموقع, right? But just, I think students maybe hesitate away from that. In my experience from marking writing and stuff, students kind of hesitate to put ذلك in because they're not sure about the case endings. They're not sure because it's a mudaf ilay. Just because the word like al-mawqi'i is a mudaf ilay as well. They think like ذلك should be like ذلكي, but demonstrative pronouns are they're mebni, they're not mu'rab, meaning that they don't express their case, right? So ذلك is always ذلك, right? You don't have ذلكو and ذلكي, right? Demonstrative pronouns ذلك, تلك, who, هذا and هذه, they are mebni. You never have huwu or huwe unless you're in Palestine. They say huwe instead of huwa, but huwa, right? It's mebni ala al-fatha. It's huwa. There's always a fatha on the end, regardless of what case it is. So send me the link to that website. أرسل لي رابط ذلك الموقع. In the next video, in the next one of these, we're going to say هو مهتم جدا بموضوعات حقوق الحيوان. Got another animals one here. Nice. I love animals, especially elephants. See you guys in the next video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.